who is that person?
I don't think he falls down because he's a great wrestler. What if there's the right decision,
Welcome everybody to the Wrestle for Real podcast. I know we do it each and every Monday night, WWE Monday Night Raw post show. The aftermath of Night of Champions Saudi this past Saturday as well. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please share, tell a friend, and don't forget to get us wherever you get your audio podcast. iHeart, Spotify, Apple, you know the drill. Got Spook staying with me tonight, man. I guess we could start at somebody got like a TV on or something. Yeah, like ESPN or something. But I guess we can start at Night of Champions, man. Since we seen Raw, we kind of know a lot of the fallout already. But we did, see what they put on. I thought Night of Champions was a good show. I thought they definitely had some quality matches, man. It just goes to show, like, when they want to put, a better foot forward, they can actually do that. Just oftentimes we get more of the same or things that we're not really anticipating. But they had the first two matches on ESPN, and then for the King and Queen of the Ring finals. That's what those two matches were. Obafemi and Jey Uso, Liv Morgan and Io Sky. Obafemi pulled that one out. Io pulled that one out. And then we had what other matches we had on the card? We had our main event, Gunther, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes, the champ, ironically. And then we had, who else we had on there? Trick Williams and Ricky Saints, and there's somebody I'm missing, I think. What was the other guy? I can't even remember. I didn't write that down.
Did you say Oba and Jay?
Yeah. I mentioned it was another match. Sure, I can't even.
Cargill and
Jade and Tiffany.
Yeah, that goes to show what I thought about that one.
But Tiffany
completely happened. Yeah, I like Tiffany, but she got to get into better programs. I didn't really get in. Then I don't like Jade with the crew. I'm not a Michin or BFAP fan like that, so I wasn't really feeling the whole crew with that situation. I think Jade would be better off just kind of doing something else as with Tiffany at that point. What you thought about the show, Stan, man? What you thought about Night of Champions, man? And I guess the biggest news was Sami Zayn pulling it out, man. I don't know if anybody predicted that one, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of said it was going to happen, you can't have him lose twice in Saudi Arabia. And, Sami Zayn Hogan has finally got his belt, the big belt. And kudos to him. Kudos to Sami. I wonder how long he will have it. Looks like it might be past SummerSlam because Oba is not going for that one just yet. We shall see. But nice. Kudos to Sami. Him winning in a roll-up was kind of funny, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was like, really? Because it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, Cody had them in the double crossroads, and I was like, oh, okay. I turned my head, literally looked down at my phone, and I look up. What? Sami won. What did I miss?
With the simplest move. The simplest move of all moves.
How did this happen? But yeah, it was.
I think him winning that way just kind of helped to protect Cody from just a standard beat, like maybe a quick, lost focus for a second type of win helps to kind of protect them a little bit. I think the thing is, I think it starts a new possibilities with Sami, right? We've seen Cody with the championship. We've seen Gunther with a championship. So seeing Sami, we don't know really what that's going to look like. And last year it was Drew McIntyre who got it for a little bit, and then Cody got it back in time for WrestleMania, that whole thing. So I think it's going to be more the same, like, hey, we can give somebody a chance, but when WrestleMania season rolls around, it's time to put the title where it's supposed to be. So Sami's benefited. The biggest thing I got from it, though, is that there may be hope for LA Knight, man. There may still be hope for my guy, LA Knight, man. Sami had to wait this long, man. LA Knight got a few more years then, but he might still be able to pull it off and get that big one day. Since I've seen Sami do it, especially under the right circumstances. But Sami did it in Saudi, man, with they love him over there. I don't know what that's going to look like stateside because wasn't he kind of the heel in all of this leading up to this?
Not really.
Okay, gingerbread.
And then he kind of asserted himself into this and, calling himself the last real good guy. But it's like, I know when he come back stateside, he'll get like the you deserve it chance and all that. I
Think
don't know
so?
how long people would, yo, yeah, man. Cause I'm not like, he been doing this forever. And I was happy for him. Like,
Hmm.
him when he was on the Indies, when he came to NXT, like when he came to the main roster, the man has done it. He's done it all. He's done everything of what they asked him to do, and I mean, I'm happy for him. He
Did he ever
deserves
have
his
the
moment.
NXT championship? Was it the same type of
Yeah,
situation where it took
he
him a while to
did.
get it?
I don't think so because he was really over down there. He had it, but then that's when Kevin Owens like turned on him, or maybe Kevin had it and turned on him.
Well, I remember wasn't he came around Finn Balor? I want to say Hideo Itami. Wasn't they all around the same time
Yeah,
frame as far as the
yeah.
championship? So, I don't know, but he
Yeah,
might have.
it was him. He had it because Shinsuke was down there. He fought. His last match was against Shinsuke Nakamura. It was like Shinsuke's first match in NXT was against Sammy. But yeah, like what's the goddess and TNA now? The one that CM Punk don't like because he stole CM Punk to go to sleep. Kenta, he was down there. They had some heavy hitters down there, and Sammy was right around the top.
Yeah, so
He was,
he's definitely been doing it for a minute. Like you said, it's always fun to see somebody finally get over that hump, get over that hurdle, especially beating Cody Rhodes. And he didn't pin Gunther; he pinned Cody. So to see him get over that hump, man, it gives us something. It gives us something new, man, something to look forward to, man, as opposed to the stuff we've been seeing. But I have been a big get Sami Zayn off my screen guy, mainly because nothing interesting was happening. So now that we got something interesting, they found a way to because I wasn't feeling the Sami Zayn gingerbread man trick. I'm like, what? Like, I was still like, come on. So for them to go from that to all of a sudden he's winning the championship over Cody Rhodes in the main event at Night of Champions in Saudi, I think that says a lot about what he's been able to do, man. So I think hold on one second. I think that just says a lot about what the WWE was able to do with him, and that whatever belief they have, or they just giving him a shot for right now, man. And a lot of people could get those shots. He's been in that same space that LA Knight was in for longer than LA Knight. They've kind of been on that same path, man, not getting over the hump. Anything stood out to you, Spook, on that Night of Champions, man? Anything of these matches, man? Oba, Jay's match.
Yeah, the Oba and Jay match. I thought it was gonna be pretty quick, man. But Jay, he
Mhm.
hung in there for a minute, man, and then after that, overcame them at the end. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's probably about the match that I would think that it really shouldn't went that long, but it actually did. You know what I'm saying? Jay was a good opponent.
Yeah, I think they wanted to make sure they was covering for a good amount of time on that first hour, since they was only gonna have two matches. So I definitely think they wanted some length on them. I mean, EO and Liv was okay. I'm not super a fan of either or their story, but it was at least a high profile match. It had stakes. I didn't agree with the participants. Same thing with the King of the Ring. I didn't understand why it was those two at the end, but it didn't take away from what the entire event was. Trick Williams had it jumping out there though, man. Were they whooped that Trick chance in Saudi, or was I?
it was. I'm telling you, he over everywhere.
Man, he's and Yachty done forgot his rap career, his podcast career, his Twitch career.
Greatest manager, second greatest manager right now behind Paul Heyman. He gets
Hey,
that backstage promo before
mhm.
the match when oh man, that was he
Man,
get and it's crazy because he's still doing all his other stuff.
I haven't even
He's
seen
still
him.
doing his
I
other
didn't
stuff.
follow him outside of some of the more stuff that got more mainstream attention. But
Like I follow him in the sneaker world, and so he's doing like something. I think next week in Atlanta, and so Court. I think it's on like a Thursday, so he's still Wednesday or Thursday, so he still got time to like either do a Raw or SmackDown, whatever.
Okay,
He
so he's
doing it
still
all,
active in
man.
his other. Okay, so
Yeah,
he's still active. He's still active. My bad, guy. Thought you gave up on everything else, but he's doing his thing, man. The combination with Trick. Unfortunately, it gets to these points where I don't want anybody to lose. I didn't want to see Ricky Saints losing in a high profile match like that. But he was on the card, man. He got to fly to Saudi and do it. It was a very, I want to say, man, almost everybody that was on this card, it seemed like, or very close to it, came through NXT. So that wave of NXT is fully locked in at the top for sure, with the exception of a few older guys that's still hanging around. One of which we'll get to today in our first match, that Rey Mysterio. I'm almost starting to get tired of it, man. Ray has been a baby face for about 16, 20 years, man. I really want to see bad Rey Mysterio with no mask and like black football paint under his eyes or something, man. Like I just want to see the Ray has been doing this too long, man. It's
you
just,
want WCW serious, man.
man, I want him with the LWO when it first dropped or something, man. Like he needs a bad guy run before he breaks out. And I think it's due right now because I'm just tired of anything else. But with that in the books, man, everybody was looking forward to see what Obafemi does, to look forward to see what Io Sky was going to do. I think she let everybody know right after the match that she was coming for Liv Morgan, though, if I'm not mistaken. And then seeing the direction, we'll probably get more on Friday of what happens next with Jade and Tiffany and Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, those guys over there, just kind of seeing what the fallout might look like. I think Trick and Ricky Saints might be done. I'm not sure. It just didn't look like any reason to continue on with that. Whereas Sammy and Gunther and Cody is definitely not done. This is gonna probably come to a head at SummerSlam. I know we got Saturday night's main event in between SummerSlam and right now, so they might shake something up there or give us nothing at all. But we'll kind of see, man. And we're still waiting for certain people to come back. We're still waiting for that. But tonight opened up with Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. Surprisingly, a lot of people thought that Brock Lesnar would come out and ruin Obafemi's moment at Night of Champions, or beat him up after he wins, or cost him the match altogether, because a lot of people didn't understand how was they going to get to Obafemi and Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, and Obafemi looking like the favorite to win the King of the Ring. So he has to either lose or something weird's got to happen here. But he was cutting his promo. Brock Lesnar music hits. We get a sighting from Paul Heyman. We haven't seen him in a while. He accompanies Brock to the ring, and again, another surprise. Brock completed his whole promo. Brock did all the talking tonight. Brock looks like he's having the time of his life, being part-time and showing up whenever he wants to. He looks very happy, very comfortable. He just looks like he's having a blast, man. I don't know why he thought to retire. If I'm him, for what? You're having a great time. You might as well just keep this going. There's no reason to retire, and he did already. So I don't even know what he would do at SummerSlam that would be any different. But after Brock did some talking, he caught up over with the low blow, caught him with an F5, got out of the ring. Oba stood back up, called him out, called him out for a match at SummerSlam, and Brock Lesnar, still doing the talking, decided to upgrade it to a Hell in the Cell match, which I thought this whole segment just went really well, man. I thoroughly enjoyed the way the show opened with the Brock Lesnar. I wasn't anticipating that, with Paul Heyman being back, Brock Lesnar doing his own talking, him getting the better of Oba, because I'm not an Oba fan. I think everybody knows that by now. I'm sick of that strut. I'm sick of the posing. I'm sick of all of it, Now, I will give him the music. The music is cool. I do like the music. And Def Rebel don't get enough credit for that because they was getting flack for everything else. But I think they got it right with his music. I do like the music. But I'm not a real fan right now, man. I'm tired of this guy posing and strutting all over the place, man. So I'm ready for somebody to beat him up. But this was they set up the match for SummerSlam, man. But what you thought about this one, man? The way the show opened tonight, man, with the two big dogs, the heavy hitters.
And it was magnificent. What's the name? Oba was trying to cut his little promo, man, and do his thing, let him know that he was king of the ring, and he was trying to get out who he was coming for, but Brock, and he interrupted that real quick, and you know, put his hands on him. He didn't have to do that to him, but that's how Brock get down. You know what I'm saying? And then that that announcement at the end about the Hell in the Cell, man. That's what we need to see, man. Some of these old style matches, man, that really that shaped the world of wrestling, man. That's what really had people on their feet, on their standing up, man, for these type of matches, not just a regular match every time, man. Put some stakes at the end of it, man. And hopefully it'll be a good show, man. I just wonder what night they're gonna be on now, since it's
2 nights.
and then Paul trying to get them to be the main event.
Oh, it's probably gonna be like the main.
Yeah, it might be the featured attraction. It's getting close to that at this rate. What you thought about the way this one opened, Stan?
Oh, it was good, man. I was kind of thought it was gonna go a different way, but then when I heard Brock's music hit, I was like, man, maybe Oba gonna have a crazy weekend. Like night one, he beat Brock. Night two, he beat Sammy, and it's just pandemonium. But of course, that's not happening now. So I don't. It still very well could. I mean, if they want to book him as a beast, or a better way than beat Brock at Hell in a Cell, and then go out and win the title the next night.
Why are they not wearing the crown on their head no more? What is that about?
I don't know if he can fit it because Io put it on, or they could have him wrestle Sammy night one, and then put the title on the line in Hell in a Cell against Brock in night two.
So, quick question: how long
You
did
know,
this? I guess it's kind of like a what's the name type contract, Money in the Bank, right? Basically, kind of.
I
Only
don't
to
think so.
SummerSlam.
It's only for SummerSlam,
Only for SummerSlam.
Got to be
but
completed by some.
I think so. But I don't think they're just gonna let it go to waste.
Because
I really feel like
the way Oba was saying is that he can fight for the title at any point. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. We're gonna see.
yeah, I'm trying to see if they
I
have
just
like
don't
a
think
time
they're
frame.
gonna let it go to waste. Like,
That
I
would
don't
be an
think they're gonna let
interesting
King of the
loophole.
Ring go to
You
waste.
said what now?
Well, I said that would be an interesting loophole if they somehow allowed him to carry on with the title match beyond SummerSlam.
Oh, so that's
But
that's what Stan was explaining, that he can't. That's why he was saying night
that's
one
what
and
they
night.
said. You getting this SummerSlam match. So if they change it so that he could get this match with Brock in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Brock's hometown, if they're just trying to do that and then say, hey, we'll come double back to the World Heavyweight Championship match. I just think that the whole King of the Ring tournament has been diminished. I just think it just holds no value because I don't see them really circling back to the championship part. He just gave up his champion. So why did he win? There was no reason for him to win if he's going to do that. Unless we really believe they're going to circle back later, which I don't know. I guess you could pull that off, but typically long-term storytelling is not their thing. But he wins that match. He gets put over. Jay loses. I don't think he's a bigger star, Oba, because he won King of the Ring. He already beat Brock Lesnar decisively at WrestleMania. So he was already he arrived already. He was already a big star already. I think you could have gave that to a Ricky Saints. I think you could have gave that to, trying to think whose profile it would have elevated more so than what we've seen so far. Javon Evans is a little new, but it would have elevated his profile. It could have elevated Dragon Lee's profile. It could have I just think there was a few other people that it would have drastically put them in a different conversation, as opposed to somebody who was already in the, like, you already had a match lined up with Brock Lesnar, regardless of what the outcome of King of the Ring was. So I just think they wasted that opportunity. Could have been LA Knight, another guy who at least he would have got a title match 1-on-1, but he probably would have lost, but he would have been, working his 10th time of challenging for it. But do you think, Stan, that it has diminished the King and the Queen of the Ring tournaments? I mean, Io has been
I don't
everything under
know.
the sun, and now she's talking about fighting the person she just beat. Oba was already up, and now he just gave up his opportunity. Like, does this thing hold any weight right now?
I don't know if I, I think it still does. I don't know that I I know you said like I'll worry about that later, but I think they're gonna turn it into like Oprah's weekend. It's gonna turn into the craziest passing of the torch weekend that we've ever seen.
So how would they
That's
get
what I
out
hope
the
happens.
Sami Zayn, Gunther, Cody vortex then in order to do that?
I mean, they could tell them next week like, hey, it doesn't work like that. You still have to go for the championship. So pick who you want. So it's gonna be Sammy because Roman already has a match.
I
So
mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel I don't know. Now if it goes away where oh he fights Brock and he doesn't wrestle for the championship at SummerSlam and they do it later, then yeah, it kind of turns it into a money in the bank situation. Where it's just like, well, what does winning King of the Ring mean if you're not like putting on a show at SummerSlam for a title?
Well,
and why?
y'all both did say that TKO don't they all about the money.
Yeah, they don't
So
care.
it may be one of those new things, man, that they change.
Honestly, having it be Brock, I mean, having it be Ova's weekend could be a TKO thing where they like this is the next big beast monster
Mm-hmm,
like guy who, unlike Brock, can cut a. Brock even said, "Hey, you cut promos better than I do."
mm-hmm,
And plus, Brock loves Ova Femi, bro. So it could be setting up Ova to be like the next Brock Roman Reigns type guy, whereas like Trick will be like your next like rock type, just all around. He gonna be in some movies, and then Javon or Ricky Saints will be like your Seth Rollins. They gonna be like your best workers. They always gonna be at the top. They'll win some titles and stuff like that, but they gonna be your best workers. They gonna be the people that put on new people later on. So it could be even like I don't want to jump ahead, but even like Seth alluded to that. Like, hey, we got new guys coming in. But
mm-hmm.
it could be something like that. But who knows?
Well, in the world of wrestling, at least the old days, Seth Rollins would be like early in his career right now. He'd have another 40 years left if Ric Flair is any indication. So he may he may not be going anywhere anytime soon. We really don't know.
Roman definitely not because Hollywood apparently was like, we don't want you no more, big dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
have been
they
showing up a lot lately, man. He have been showing up to set.
they
Not
got
the
some time.
And that
They got
movie must have went drastically bad.
he's not he has a look and he can do this thing called wrestling. But he doesn't have a super charismatic personality that could probably translate into just about any place anywhere. He doesn't have that magnetism that some of the stars before him has had. But he has something that allows him to be in that position, and he more so carries himself like he's above everybody, but not necessarily like I want to be like Roman Reigns type of vibes that he gets. So in terms of
All right.
personality, what he had on his feet tonight, though. What he had on his feet?
Who, Roman?
Yeah, what Roman?
Uh, man, I gotta see a picture. Hold
You
on.
ain't catch
It
it.
ain't gonna be.
You ain't catch it, who?
I was watching, but I wasn't like,
I know last week he had on the Ben threes, the Ben 23 threes.
yeah, yeah.
Them
Let me
they're
see.
hard, boy. They like a suede leather type ordeal.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
them gonna be like 300 when they come out,
Nah, they
too.
355.
Yeah, that's what it
They
was.
ain't even drop yet.
No,
Nah, they ain't dropped it. Hey, I can't tell because they not panning the camera out. Never mind. I'm terrible.
But
Oh,
we
well. I'll
we
get it later.
we got Brock and Oba at SummerSlam. What about on the women's side? Did you feel like it diminished the value even over there with Queen of the Ring? I mean, Io winning, then she's fighting the person she just beat. Did she need to win to did she need did they I don't understand. Did Liv need to be in that match? Like what is coming? What's happening here?
Well, is Rhea hurt or something?
I haven't seen that.
well, I was looking for the unified title. That's why I want.
Oh, they're not gonna do that with
But
the women.
that was my
Might
that was
add
my
a
take on it. That's why I wanted to live to win so that she can, you know, have both of them. But yeah, I mean, if they running it back again at some point.
Does Liv Morgan have to win in order for this to make sense? Because the EO beats her twice. What does that do to live? Like, does she have to win for this to like hold more weight?
It just basically circling the block again, man. You know, with EO being the champ, and they go put her back up for a second, and she just go be sitting unless Stephanie come back.
Yeah, she know we for some reason they put 4 people in the finals that really didn't need the boost. They didn't need the help of the King of the Ring or the Queen of the Ring. They didn't use it to elevate anybody. When they make him Oba look dominant, but once you beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, at this point, you don't need to be in any tournaments. You already trying to establish him as the guy. He's beat up the War Raiders. He's beat up Los Garzas. He's beat up Rusev. He's just beating up everybody. So I think they already elevated his profile. Not necessarily to my liking. It happened a little fast, but he was already up there. Jey Uso's already been at the top of the mountain. So I don't know why you would need those guys there instead of giving somebody a chance to really
Yeah, man,
break
it's
through.
it's becoming like
It's the same people,
yeah,
it's the same guys.
like LA been grinding, bro. Like get that
He
man a
can't get
shot.
nothing. Can't get nothing. LA is he's in a bad place. He might need to go over to SmackDown with the rest of the people that players on going over there to SmackDown.
But
Well, if
But
Sammy
he's
is
with
any
SmackDown,
indication, LA Knight gonna have that title in like 9 years.
man.
no, it should be closer to about 6 years now. I think it should be closer to 6 years because it's been like 2 or 3. He already did, he put about 2 or 3 years. So yeah, he got about
They
6
make
left.
me wait another 6 years. I burn that thing down, man.
Hey,
Burn the whole organization down.
you better like to get your matches ready
Hey,
because
now hey, that's one. He's one who can go in the movies and go on the like Batista type run in movies because he's charismatic.
Yeah, yeah,
He can go and be in some movies, man.
yeah.
I don't
Like
know
for
if
real.
they feel like he's as homegrown as Sami Zayn.
Where'd he
That
come
could
from?
be something that's I don't know. He was at NXT, but
Well,
where did he come from? He's
so
older.
he started off in WWE as like some unknown dude, some
Mm,
security stuff that they would do, and then he went to TNA, made his name in TNA. He was in a TV show like a minute ago. Somebody brought that clip up.
mm,
But he made his name in TNA, came over to NXT because in
mm.
NXT he was it was Max or something like yeah, it was Max Dupree because Maxine was
Yeah,
Maxine
yeah.
Dupree. They were together. And then it changed it to LA Knight. Yeah, I cannot remember what his name was in TNA, but he was over in TNA. He was in Ring of Honor too, I think.
What's hurting him is that the sort of farm system that comes through Triple H or Shawn Michaels. I don't know that he has either one of them fighting for him on like they're not on his side the way that they are with some other people. They didn't watch him grow into anything, or they just didn't feel him all the way. Because you could see with Io Sky, who was definitely Triple H, how much they are behind Io Sky. Like, she can't do no wrong. She can't mess up. She's gonna be at the top no matter what. You could just see it with Liv Morgan and certain people where you know, like they came through that system, and these guys they really, really love these. Like they loved them. The way they brought in Javon Evans and some of those other guys, you can tell Shawn Michaels probably said, "Look, these are the ones take care of them, man. We need to take care of these guys. Like they're really behind certain."
He probably missed that
And I think
calling.
yeah, and I think that's hurting him right now. He's having to make his bones at the main roster. He don't have nobody that watched his story because we're not privy always to the behind the scenes story. And it's easier to like somebody and get attached to them when you see their story behind the scenes that we don't see. Whatever you sacrifice, whatever your mom was going through, your dad was going through, whatever your family dynamics, like they see that person fight through all of that to reach a certain plateau that we don't see it. It might be something that endears them to these superstars, but we just see it like the product as it grows, what's on screen. So they might grow a liking to them more than we could, or we could understand really, because we didn't watch all of that. Like you like EO Sky Stan. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we like some of them, but we still don't see their full story as to why the WWE just don't like we're not moving off of this person. We're gonna let them win everything. They're gonna like Rhea Ripley. We know Triple H is a massive Rhea Ripley fan, right? Like it's written all over what happens with her. Like it's nothing she could do. She's never going away from the top of the card. It's just not happening. Same thing with the Charlotte Flares. It's a few of them that even I like and understand, but I think that we just gonna get such heavy doses of certain people just because they like them, regardless of what it means moving forward and elevating someone else. And I don't think Sammy had that on his side either. I think that's probably why it took as long as it did. I think Kevin Owens did have it on his side, which is why it didn't take as long for him. And he ended up in the match with Stone Cold. I don't think you get that unless WWE is very behind you to trust you to go out there with Stone Cold Steve Austin after like 20 years of being gone. So, sometimes you just see the difference in what they feel about the wrestlers based on their trajectory. And, I think we'll get to it. The same thing with Raquel. I kind of feel the same way. But our first match was Ethan Page and Rey Mysterio. I think I already expressed earlier. I'm about tired of Rey Mysterio, man. I like Rey Mysterio when he was in WCW. That was my favorite Rey Mysterio, man. And I don't know how old he was. He must have been like 6 years old. Because for some reason he's still flying all over the ring and wrestling like he's still young, but he's just getting a lot of opportunities. He's wrestling almost every week now. Like Ray almost has a match every week. Where was Javon Evans? Where was his match? Where was Penta? He's the champion. Where was Dominic Mysterio's match? He's the champion. Where are these prominent people at that really need to be getting the shake? And we got Rey Mysterio out here in the match with Ethan Page. Don't really understand that. But it was okay. I mean, Rey Mysterio ended up pulling out the victory here. I like that Ethan Page was on TV getting featured. I think they got to find a way to let the heels or the bad guys beat up some lower level people they don't care about so that they don't have to lose so much on their road to prosperity, because they just lose a lot and then something finally happens and it doesn't really make any sense as to how the something happens. But they could be beating up the local guy, the local guy from New Jersey in this case that just wrestles in gyms. He could have just beat up somebody like that and made a fool of him, made him look bad. But instead, they put him out there with Ray, everybody's buddy, and Ray took care of business tonight. What you thought about this match, Spook, and with Ethan Page and Rey Mysterio?
I mean, like you said, man, that was a good match. Yeah, just kind of tired of seeing it now, man. Yeah, I don't know what's they didn't. I don't think Javon had a couple matches within the last couple weeks, right?
He might have been on last week.
Okay.
No, he had a promo last week, so I don't think he was on. Yeah, he might have been missing for a second. He might have. Yeah, I'm not sure what's
But
going
yeah,
on
if
there.
Rey Mysterio already got another higher level job, why is he still doing still wrestling and not focusing on his new promotion?
Well, because they already put on their biggest match, which is the El Grandes, so they just taking a break now, and they're not gearing up for Dominic and El Grande. I don't know what's been going on with El Grande at this point after his big match. Yeah, we haven't seen him on Raw stateside. He hasn't gotten his flowers or nothing over here, so I don't know what they've done with him since. Or maybe they just holding everything over there on AAA. But what you thought about this match, Stan? First match of the night.
It was it was a good match. I mean, it was a match that two people that have chemistry that are both good workers. So it was a good, entertaining match for fans. There is a story there because they're both going for the same title. So it was a good. It's just kind of tired of seeing them pair together. Wish we can get something fresh.
Yeah, hopefully we will, man. Hopefully we will, man. Maybe we can. I don't know, but there's a lot of other people that deserve opportunities. There's a lot of, even on the women's side, they could have did more with some of those ladies that wasn't on the card instead of the Ethan Page and Rey Mysterio thing. I wasn't a huge fan of what they were doing there. But after this, we had a promo with Joe Hendry and the Street Profits. Joe Hendry was kind of missing up until last week. He had kind of quietly got out of the picture a little bit. Profits won the championship thanks to him, and they sung a little diddly, man, and gave some credit to Seth Rollins in the process. I don't know if was Montez Ford paying tribute to Seth Rollins with that outfit he had on.
Yeah,
It looked exactly like something. Man, it was very loud.
he
It was extremely
trying little different things now, man, to get himself popping.
okay. Now that he got the titles again, man. So that was a good look. They was interrupted by Austin Theory, who later was very dismissed by Paul Heyman. What you think about this whole segment? and with Theory, Stan, man, like you feel like the vision is done, man. Is Paul Heyman done with these guys? He ain't been there, and he popped back
Man,
with Brock. Like, what's going on? Is it over?
it kind of looked like he tell them they need to learn their place. Y'all
Mm.
have no goal, so you have to get back what you have lost, and then we can talk.
What you thought about that, Spook, man? You saw Paul Heyman diss him like that, man, and then he coming out by himself. He ain't have Logan Paul. He ain't Braun Breaker. They ain't got no gold. Braun Breaker just lost. I forgot that match. That's the match I forgot. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. My fault. And that was a good match. I did that was on me. From Night of Champions. That was a good one.
Out of all the years I've known Paul, I never
Mm-hmm.
seen him be that disrespectful to
Mm-hmm.
his
Mm-hmm.
his people that that he not, I wouldn't say control, but he who he run with. And yeah, I think Austin he's by himself, man. That really hurt when he just said who basically who cares, or what do what you want to do, or do just left him out there to dry, man. Like that hurt, man. I know all my compadres are down right now. Give me the benefit of the doubt, brother, that I can still hold the fort down or something. You know what I'm saying? That was very disrespectful. That was.
Well, he had a match and he didn't hold the fort down. So maybe maybe Paul Heyman saw that. Maybe he knew because this definitely went in Joe Hendry's favor tonight. Joe Hendry's another guy he would have benefited from a King of the Ring win as well. A
Mm.
little soon for it, but he would have benefited as well from more segments. I wouldn't have mind seeing him versus Rey Mysterio, and him picking up the victory against Rey Mysterio. I wouldn't have mind seeing something a little fresher like that. Hopefully, we don't see too much more Ethan Page and Rey Mysterio one-on-one matches, but I always like seeing Joe Hendry, man. I think he got a bright future. It's going to take some time to really fully scope it out because of the way that they move and the fact that we might see him on TV this week, and then the next 2 weeks he might just be gone for no reason at all. So it may be a little tough, man. But I like Theory. I'm a Theory guy. He's kind of somewhat in that same space that Sammy just left, the LA Knight area. I think he's right there underneath the main guys. I think he has a chance to crack that ceiling. I just don't know what else he can do. I think Paul Heyman. I mean, what do you think? What you think, Stan? Should Paul Heyman just take Braun Breaker and go, or should he just take Austin Theory and go? I'm kind of liking Theory.
Yeah, I feel like Theory still can be like that guy,
Hmm.
but I guess like we'll just have to see. I feel like Theory can still be that dude, man, because he's still talented. Yeah, it's just whether like they want to get behind him or not. Which I feel like they were behind him, and then I don't know what happened in that time frame. But I guess we'll just have to like see what they have going on because I don't want him to fall behind because he's gotten better on the mic. He can wrestle and ring. He looks the part of a wrestler, so hopefully, they get behind him real soon.
I think Braun Breaker went through that same thing where they were very behind him, and now we really can't tell how they feel about him. I don't know if he was
Mhm.
backstage barking at somebody the wrong way or what he was doing, but they have the Braun Breaker downward spiral is in a rough place, man. It's bad. He has not been winning. He's lost the big matches. Paul Heyman's not around. He didn't accompany him to the steel cage to Saudi Arabia, and that's supposed to be his golden goose. I mean, what you think, Spook? You think it's over for the Vision? Should Paul Heyman pivot? What you think need to happen with these guys, man?
I don't know, man. They don't lost focus, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they were looking good at the beginning, man, but now
Hmm.
after all these injuries and everybody in and everybody out, it's I guess Paul got to find another route, man, to kind of go, man. Because I mean, they were vibing out, man. They was good, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's and Austin was the last one trying to hold the fort down, man. And now he got this, so now he got to go back to the drawing board again to see how he can get back to the top. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think this means for Braun Breaker? Well, what's he supposed to do next?
I mean, Brian is self-made within himself. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't really like he gonna be missing a step or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He still can get up and get to the top. Get him a title match and stuff like that. It's just the fact that now they just got to do it on their own versus having that spokesman, that spokesperson to say, hey, my guys need this match tonight. Paul can go in there and make it happen and you know snap his fingers and matches made. I mean, I guess it kind of hurt him. It really, really hurt him.
What you think, Stan? What you think Braun Breaker could do at this point? I know they got a tag title match next week.
Yeah. I think they still want like that rivalry of like Oba and Braun for
Mm,
the future. The new like that be the new like, Rock Stone Cold, Triple H, Shawn Michaels,
Mm-hmm.
Kane, Undertaker. Like they still want that.
hmm
They just really want to make sure that Braun has all the tools for it to carry that. Because I think Oba has had that rise because he's shown that he can do all this stuff.
hmm
Whereas Braun, sometimes he cuts a good promo. Sometimes it's like you can tell he's nervous and he's rushing. So it's just like I think they want to make sure that he is like there because those two can be like they could be on the cover of video games facing each other for like years to come if it works out. But if it's not, then Owa's just gonna get all that, and Braun is just gonna be like a guy that people would get around 20 years from now. It's like, man, he had a decent career, but he didn't really have what he could have had. So I don't know.
And next week is going to tell us a lot when they have their tag team title rematch to see if there's anything going to shake up or anything's going to change. Logan Paul is still out. At least we've seen him recently. Bronson Reed is out. I don't know what he's expected to come back to. Being that the group they're all over the place right now. And Braun Breaker was loosely in recently. He was looking like he was ready to go his own separate way to try to take out Seth Rollins. So I don't know if he's gonna have a come back to his senses moment or not, but that's definitely in the cards for him. But either way, it's not looking really good. I think these guys got to find a way to break out. I think Braun Breaker might need to head over to SmackDown, see if he can cause some problems over there. In theory, needs to just solo star it up and just try to become that guy as best he can, man. Even though it's not a whole lot of opportunities, man. I think we have 4 matches tonight, so not a whole lot of opportunities. We talked a lot about the Liv Morgan and Io Sky thing, but Io did have a promo tonight in which she was viciously beat up and dismantled by the ladies of Judgment Day, who are sometimes I can't tell if they together or not as well. I can't even say break them up because they don't seem like they're together. So I don't know what's going on with the ladies of Judgment Day, but the next match was LA Knight and Jimmy Uso. We definitely saw this match last week. We just saw this one. It didn't end the same. There was some interference that was caused by LA Knight. He went over there and took out Jay Uso for being ringside, man. Jimmy ended up pulling out the victory in what was a very similar match to what we saw last week. The only difference was Solo Sikoa waited till the match was over to come out and hit Jimmy Uso with the what does he call it? I don't even know what he calls it. Solo is still, I guess, trying to recruit LA Knight to come and help him with his cause against the Bloodline. So not sure how wise that is, but that's likely to implode somewhere. But I think it's telling more of a story with the Usos right now, and LA Knight might just be a sidekick in this entire show. But I think this is really more so about Jimmy J and Solo Sikoa. Stan, what you thought about this one, this match, and what they got going?
And I'm ready for them to like break apart from each other. I
Mm,
know it's not gonna happen.
mm.
We'll see this on SmackDown on Friday. I'm pretty sure LA Knight is gonna go over there, talk to Solo. Jimmy already said no. Jay already said he gonna go over there and talk to Sammy. So gonna see it again on Friday. Since this vortex keeps happening, and it just sucks that LA Knight cannot get out of the vortex. So here
Yeah,
we are again.
they got a long way to go, man. Because these are the same players. It's not like it's new people. These are the same players that we're seeing pretty regularly, kind of doing similar stuff. LA Knight been fighting the Bloodline for about 2, 3 years now. So he's been going at it with them. Jimmy Uso's been in and out. Jey Uso's been in and out of the bloodline. Solo is now making an appearance. And I think the Solo component and the Jacob component are the only sort of interesting things, but I don't know where they can go to make it more interesting as far as getting this match over or getting this storyline over anywhere. But I like seeing Solo, man. I think Solo deserves another run near the top to kind of get back to that place, man. He has a lot of good things, man, going for him right now, man. But SmackDown might be a little crowded. These guys might be over there invading SmackDown to come find Solo and to come find Sammy. Jacob was able to get in his signature line tonight every time he see Jey Uso. So for some reason, that's entertaining to me. Jacob just don't like Jey Uso for some reason, but I think they just need to keep that going. Don't let him fight. Don't let him break up. Just every time he see him, we need to be reminded of why he don't listen to Jey Uso. So I think I'm with that little storyline right there. But they're both headed to SmackDown, Jacob and Jimmy and Jay, for different reasons, if I'm not mistaken. So SmackDown should be interesting to see the fallout and what that might lead to. But our next match was Raquel and Maxine Dupree. So somebody newer getting a shot of somebody who's not always there getting a shot, don't always wrestle getting a shot. And I believe it was a number one contenders match for the title that is currently held by Becky Lynch. At least that's what it seemed like it was for. But Raquel made quick work of Maxine. Maxine, she hasn't looked good in a while. Not physically, but storyline wise, it's been a rough go at it for her. I'm not really sure what they're doing with her. Spook, what you thought about this one, man? And Raquel pulling off the victory. I kind of feel like they like Raquel behind the scenes, and that's why she gets so many opportunities. I don't really see it, but I knew like it would have been tough for Maxine to pull this one off.
I mean, yeah, it was a good match. I mean, I don't know why Maxine still keep falling by the wayside. I mean, but I mean, I guess she's still showing up to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we have employees that ain't worth nothing, but they show up. So that's all you can do is just use them as the best you can. And keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? She show up to work. She get dressed and go out there and try to do something, man. But just she can't get to that next level, man. So you just use her accordingly.
Yeah, she's just gonna be stuck in that same vortex. I think she had a more interesting storyline developing with Austin Theory than she did with anything else, and they seem like they might be moving in a different direction with that. So it
Yeah.
never really unfolded, but it seemed like was it
Nah,
me, Stan, or did it seem like Austin Theory broke up with her without ever getting with her tonight?
I don't know. I think we'll see. I think it's still maybe we'll go deeper into it on next Monday
They need to bring
because
back
it's
Jay.
a yeah, it'll be a good story to have. It'll be something interesting where she's at a crossroads between like American Alpha and what's left of the Vision type thing, and we'll see if she goes into full heel mode or not. It'll be good to see if she
Would
can
you
pull it
rather
off.
see her pull off the victory tonight?
I would have. Mainly because I'm still a fan of what she can do in the future, and I know that she has the capabilities because we've seen it like this year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We're gonna see where they go with her, man. Her only hope now is the Austin Theory storyline, but Austin Theory got the tag teams to worry about, the match, the Paul Heyman, his compadres. He's got a whole lot on his plate, so I don't know if he's gonna be wanting to sit up under Maxine. You know what I'm saying? At least not on camera. But we had JD McDonough and Chad Gable in our main event match of the evening. I mean, I like when I see these guys get together. I just wish the stakes was different so that it could give me a different feel. Just something different than the standard match on Monday Night Raw. But I'm not mad at it. I think JD is like a great person to have around to do what he does. He just doesn't ever fight for anything. He's just always out there to kind of get beat up. And Chad Gable is on his apology tour still, so it's about to run as long as John Cena's retirement tour in a minute. I'm kind of tired of seeing him apologize. To be honest, I think we should be done with the whole apology bit. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of being like, all right, man, like what are we doing here? It's just starting to become a little. It's going the other way. Let's capitalize on the pops he been getting. Let him do some running or some saves where the bad guy's getting over on a good guy. Let's keep his pops at a high level. But it seems like they may be cooling him off, and he's nowhere near on his way to an intercontinental championship or United States or anything like that. Not from anything I've been seeing. They could wake up tomorrow and say, "Hey, it's Penta and Chad Gable this Monday on Monday Night Raw." So I'm not sure, but they got to do something with him just to make all of this really come full circle for him. But in the meantime, they're not really doing anything. But he was able to pull off the victory tonight. How you feeling about Chad Gable right now? Stay we a few weeks removed from that AAA match and kind of getting to see the path that he's on right now.
Oh, it's good. Hopefully, it leads to 4 weeks at SummerSlam. That's what I really wanted to happen, but we shall see.
We had our main event match promo, excuse me, main event promo. We do promo main events on Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns came out there, the big dog. No word on what he had on his feet yet, but he came out there, man, with Jacob. Because that's the only person Jacob acknowledges. That's the only person. He ain't got to. He will not be acknowledging Jey Uso. That's for sure. The Yeet Man. So, but Roman Reigns was out there doing his thing, and I think we was all wondering the same thing: who's gonna be the challenger for Roman Reigns? Obafemi's already foregone his title match. He don't even have the crown on his head or a robe or a chalice or a nothing, man. He just looks like a just same Obafemi, man. You can't even tell he's the king. So, but he picked his opponent. I'm expecting Sammy to stay hovering around Gunther and Cody Rhodes. They might end up with Gunther winning it at SummerSlam just to keep Cody on the chase, but with a different opponent. But that left the door open for Roman Reigns, and as he got good into his talking, Seth Rollins' music hit, and we all knew what time it was. It was time for the good old trusted match, man. Whenever we need a good match, whenever we need somebody that can go, whenever we need a little something extra, we can call on Seth Rollins and we can call on Roman Reigns, man. And that's what they did tonight. So when Seth got to the ring, I forgot Seth was a good guy now. And he started doing all the motivational promos. And I'm like, what's he talking about, man? Like, I forgot. I'm so used to evil Seth Rollins. And he's like, just, you're going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Your kids are going to look up to you. I'm gonna be there for you. I'm just like, what is Seth Rollins? Who is this guy? So I was a little taken aback, and then I realized, oh, he's not the full blown evil Seth Rollins right now. So it just kind of threw me off a little bit, man. I wasn't expecting that, but these guys are setting up a match for SummerSlam. He told Roman Reigns, "You have to do this. You need to do this. You've never beat me, and you have to beat me to prove yourself to stamp your legacy." And there's not a better challenger that we have right now than Seth Rollins. I don't know unless it was somebody completely brand new from left field, and the only person they really be swinging that bat with is Obafemi right now, and he already picked his,
Yeah,
his challenger. So, what you thought about this last segment, Stan, and Seth and Roman, the Shield brothers? They going at it one more time, man.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, but we shall see. We shall see.
Seth is closing the loop on everything. Braun Breaker, Division, and now Roman Reigns he wants to close the gap, man. Spook, you ready to see Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins all over again?
He might as well. We ain't really got nothing else left. They could have gave that to LA. They could have gave that little slot to LA, man.
I think seeing Jacob now reminded me like he's an option of somebody that could have won and had a match. Not against Roman, but just had the king of the ring, be an unhinged king of the ring. I would have liked to seen how that went.
Yeah, he haven't did anything since the last match with him and Roman. They ain't did nothing.
Well, he ain't do nothing then either because he lost. So
Yeah,
he ain't do nothing for a while now. It's been a long time since the last tongue and death grip. It's been a minute since he's really done anything. I think he just I don't know, man. It's like they just keep people stagnant while they figure out what to do with them sometimes. They just kind of be throwing things off because we're like, okay, let's pull the trigger. And they're like, no, we're just going to hang on to it. And where's CM Punk? Do we know what's going on with CM Punk, Stan?
No, probably still. I'm pretty sure he's just taking time off. Honestly,
A
I
lot
don't.
of time off.
I don't put anything into it. Honestly, I think he'll be back, and then all of this will be put to bed. People are speculating, oh, he's leaving. I mean, he was gone for so long.
Hmm.
So I just think he's just taking some time. I think everything will be all right. I don't think he's going.
Yeah, that's a lot of time off, man. Hopefully,
Oh no, I feel you.
he comes back with a bang. But right now, he wouldn't have a match at SummerSlam, and everybody that he could potentially go at it with seems to be taken, unless he comes out and challenges a newer guy, which there's still plenty of time to do it. But all the big challengers seem to be off the board right now, barring whatever happens in the triple threat title picture over there on SmackDown. He's got a little ways to go, man, to get back and jump into the fold, man. So we haven't seen him in a little while. So might get him out there in Minnesota, see what he can do. But my MVP tonight was Joe Hendry, man. I believe in Joe Hendry, man. Say his name and he appears, man. I'm feeling Joe Hendry picking up the win tonight. I would have almost said Theory in the loss because I just like Austin Theory, man. I wish they was doing more with him. But I'm gonna go with Hendry tonight, man. Spook, who you had tonight, man? Anybody stand out tonight?
I mean, I guess I could follow your footsteps, man, with the Joe Hendry sighting, man.
Joe got two, man. Joe got two, man.
Yeah, I can follow along with that, man. I'm good with that.
He did his thing, man. Say who you got, man. You got somebody tonight?
I would say Obafemi for doing something
Mm,
that we've never seen and probably gonna make WWE jump through some crazy hoops with this situation with
the king of
the
the ring.
money in the King of the Ring. So they about to do some crazy, like, I don't know. I just can't wait to see how this play out because really intrigued on this and I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Yeah, if he's got a future title match still intact, man, then that does mean we don't know where it can go, man. It would add some intrigue if nothing else, man. But and all signs point that chances are they're not gonna let him go to SummerSlam and the rubber match and lose to Brock Lesnar. So he could be on a very, very big high by the time SummerSlam closes its curtains. But either way, man, we'll be right back here next Monday night on the official WWE Monday Night Raw podcast post show Wrestle for Real. Go look for it on your audio, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Wrestle 4, number 4 Real podcast. Definitely don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you staying spook, jumping on tonight. Until next week, man. Catch it with y'all in a minute. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely share it. You can catch us on all platforms wherever you get your podcasts.